40 minutes. We have a game. Thank you very much for your patience here on stream. This is the first match of the day. All 4 players of this group can still qualify for the World Championships in June in Shanghai in a little more than 1 week. And Sok needs to claim some points. His rivals, Chimiko and Lawlai, delivered yesterday and qualified for the playoffs, guaranteed 2 points. Sok is 1 point ahead, but if he's not reaching the playoffs, he only gets 1 point. That would make everything even, and then he might be forced into a tiebreaker. But enough with stats and stuff. Here we have our game. WFZ and brown. Seriously? Okay, whatever. It's not brown. It's red. Ah, it's this dark red. Okay, that's better. So red versus blue. Human versus undead. Of course, Sok from Korea in the upper left. WFZ from China in the bottom right. And so far, their stats are pretty bad for Sok, actually. In maps, it's 2-5.
Forces are under attack.
Like 5-2 in favor of WFZ. And WFZ himself is also not qualified yet. He needs a few points, needs to reach the playoffs to mathematically be qualified. He went a few times already, never had the biggest success in GCS tournaments. But let's see. We have a Decay, we have a Tet Fiend opening, and here we have, of course, well, not of course, an Archmage, but we have an Archmage, and most likely an expansion play. Sok's win rate versus human is versus undead is above 50%. So that is by far his best matchup, according to Warcraft3.info. On WFZ's side, his matchup versus human is 54%, so among his best. An interesting creep route here, starting off with the Merchant. That is interesting because, like, usually you want to expand rather soon. This Creep Camp, of course, gives you level 2, but doesn't open up an expansion. In the meantime, DK... Did something get stolen? No, I don't think so. He got only the Renegade, so that's fine. Gloves of Haste for him. Even taking the time to take this one out. Usually if you want, like, to invest a little into creeping, then this one would be nice, but I guess you need more Militia. So you can creep this solo with Archmage and Footman, don't need Militia, and therefore that's okay. I like what WFZ is doing here, moving out onto Sok's side of the map and steal some items, steal some experience. And even steal some Footmen. He can certainly invest a coil if he wants to. Deny doesn't really work, but a lot of Footmen hurting the DK. So Sok is not level 3 yet. Now the Militia are moving out, and I can only assume he's going for his natural, because everything else is just so far away from WFZ. We already have attack, and the first Fiends are coming, so whatever Sok is doing, there will be pressure.
A player's forces are under attack.
And for not having an army, almost level 2 is quite good. He comes in, can coil 2 or 3 times. Not doing it yet. There was an illusion on the Water Elemental, interestingly, so maybe Beta Coil gets that. That's level 2 for him. Big upgrade with the Unholy Aura, and with this poison damage, there is so many valid targets here. Sok is struggling so hard, losing 2 Footmen and a Worker. The other workers are super hurt. He needs to get some more reinforcements. Finally level 3. But the big Enforcer is still up for grabs, and let's see if he can coil this one. Yes, he can. Level 2.5 for the Chinese. Without using ghouls, without using fiends yet, only his DK. Superb accomplishment for the second best undead we have in the world that competes in tournaments. And now comes the expansion. I feel that it's a little late, 4 minutes 50. Yeah, it is certainly delayed as the tech is almost finished, the tier 2 tech at least. Good thing for him is, for Sok is, the DK is quite low, so he can't be super aggressive from the start. But yeah, this will take some time. I guess since he didn't use too much Militia for creeping in the, like, before the expansion, he does have good lumber, but with the power build, okay, oh, that's not going well. That is absolutely not going well. He invested into a Staff of Teleportation. I like this Wand of the Wind for him, So whenever he's about to kill a unit and the DK is about to throw a coil, he can use that Wen of the Wind, as there is only tier 3 Dispel for the undead. That makes it quite hard at the moment for WFZ to accomplish something, but I guess he's okay with this. He scouts the progress of the expansion, does a little damage to it. Something is ringing at the door, but I don't have no time now. Big thing is also the Archmage is level 3 and he has a staff. We see a lot of footmen goes into the base at the start of tier 3, at the end of tier 2. So also cool that WFZ is not moving out of the base to creep something, but stays here. So he has his Fiends to work with, he has his DK to coil the Acolytes, he has the Lich to protect, and to coil Nova, of course, to drive the Archmage back. Now there's still a big force in the main. So he stopped mining, and the timing is quite good, as of course doing the tech can reproduce the workers, but WFZ with a magnificent defense, he's losing one, but he had one Acolyte extra, so that's not too bad. And with one more kill, there we go, the DK is level 3 and he immediately goes for the Archmage, but there is Cyclone again to prevent the next Nova. That was last second, man, holy shit, surviving with 25 HP, but well defended by WFZ, really like his play today. Tech is through. Didn't hurt the economy too much. I mean, this was like, what, 200 gold maybe? 8,600? 8,000, yeah. 200 gold is fine. Lumber mill only now. So, this timing is, he's starting Destroyer upgrade soon, and he has not a single guard tower. That shows you how bad the game goes for Sok. I mean, weird creep route in my opinion. Didn't accomplish anything with the harass. Big losses! Almost the Archmage here. Big losses while creeping. Oh, with the Nova I can cancel more healing, but it's not really worth it. DK is on the chase. He's on the prowl. He really wants this Archmage, but Boots of Speed, good item. Shout out to Remo. Shout out to the jail. And now the siege begins. And with 3 Fiends, he can easily knock down this tower. And if Sok is stopping microing this, like for 1 second, the DK will be here. Okay, DK won't find him. So he can staff back and heal up. But he staffed into his base where there's no shop. He has an Invo Potion, which I guess he has to use to just get to the shop. Defend is now ready, and there's still so much Nova. He didn't walk into the range of the Arcane Tower. He does have a statue now, with great HP and mana regen if he micros it well. Here comes the Archmage, oh my god. Just exploding into pieces, and that was a good old-fashioned undead beatdown against Sok. 8 minutes 30. That is quite sick. That was... I mean, WFZ was off to a very good start and, like, never looked back. I guess. I mean, he could have gone for the invul, then to the shop. Maybe he was out of region scrolls anyway. Of course, you can't click the shop and can't see it. That was one of the most one-sided games I've seen in a long time. In this matchup, at least. Okay. So, Sok's map choice now. I wonder what he will get, what he will take. Maybe TM, if it's not vetoed. But I think it should be vetoed. TR, maybe? I mean, would be a weird choice. Maybe AZ. And second game up. It is Amazonia. With Twisted most likely being vetoed. So this could be a disastrous qualifier for Sok. He has 1 point advantage over Chimiko and Loliot. Both of them reach the playoffs, so they will get 1 more point minimum than Sok. Hey Pogi, nice to see you. So, Sok, you need to step up your game, man. I mean, it's still doable to come back from the lower bracket. Obviously. Against Colorful, I think he has decent chances. I guess Colorful lost to Lin. Chat, can you confirm? I don't know if that's the case. Of course, the winner of this match will play against the winner of Lin versus Colorful. It was 1-0 for Lin, and it looked really good for the Korean in the second game as well. So, Colorful won the second map, according to chat. Maybe they're going for game 3. Let's see, is that in watch? To just confirm it. Ah, I can't join watch when I'm in game. Ah, I see. Wow. Crazy. Didn't think of that. So, Sok in the upper right, WFZ in the bottom left. And why should he change his tactics? I mean, he was so successful. It was cool though. He prepared the creep jack with his creeping before. Just tiny camps, a bit of experience, but fast creeping. Just sniping items and then go. And he arrived at the perfect time. Like, Sok, maybe not too many militia or too much damage on the militia. Not really on the water elementals. No, he took a beating there, and from that point on, it's like, you have to get the expansion up without really any damage, I feel. Or maybe like 2 or 3 workers, 1 footman, that's okay. But whatever. We have Ted built with late fiends, DK early. And I wonder what Sok's build is now. He went for a late expansion, resulting in a more powerful Death Knight to punish him for that. So he's not going for the shop, which would be possible, I guess. Very rare to see that, but humans have done that. He decides to go for the laboratory. That is easy level 2, which is the normal thing to do, I guess. Claws of attack will help him a lot.
A player's forces are under attack.
And WFZ is doing the same thing again. Skeleton creeping, even tanking with the DK. I don't know if that's like the best thing to do. Unlucky end snare on this footman. So Archmage is arriving here to help him with right clicks against this DK. Of course, you don't want to tank damage early on. But yeah, he's getting the first footman. Okay, it's just a trapper. Thought it was a priest for some reason. Yeah, confused. Neo's back. But DK already half a level. On the other side, there was simultaneous creeping by the militia. But again, he needs militia now to creep his expo. WFZ could really use a priest right now. We'll get close to level 2, and then 1 kill is his Unholy Aura. T2 tech, of course, on the way. So, Sok, when is it time for the police? Here we go. Critical moment in the life of this human. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8 militia. Okay, that should be doable, I guess. He gets level 2 from this camp. Due to the footman. And now, where the coil's gonna land. Not on Muddy, not on the rock golem. And again, I like how Sok is just right-clicking DK. To get him... or to force him back. So far, nothing has been lost, I guess. And the DK is low. Good reaction by Sok. He's about to lose 1 worker. Still fine. Second worker? Not that great. But he gets the level 3 Archmage, most important thing. And Wind of Mana stealing is also a decent thing to have against Undead. He's about to lose this worker. He doesn't have the gold at the moment for the expansion, but it's just a matter of time. Tech is 60% done super quick, I guess. He still lost like... No, he still lost 3. It's good that he has still 5 peasants remaining. It was close, but this is like the best bang for your buck when building the expansion. Or fast building the expansion. And again, same as last game, Human is approaching the undead base, and this is where you can really buy some time. 2 fiends. Do we have an extra acolyte this time? Yes. Standing here at the graveyard. He's like the Undertaker of those corpses. So it's not the distraction goal. It's interesting how last time WFZ spent a lot of time in Sock's part of the map, and now the Human is creeping the undead side, because there's no way he can contest it at the moment, with the DK being that hurt. Gets 1 kill with the skeletons, continues to harass with more skeletons as long as there's no Arcane Tower. That's a really good investment. Just summon some skeletons, sends it over, and he can creep close to his base. Of course, giving up this Taskmaster was a replenishment potion, which would have been useful for the DK for sure. And the rogue goes to Sock as well. Climbs up to level 3.6. But that... Oh, can the fiends kill it? Oh, nice! That wasn't a deny. It was close though. But yeah, Lich is coming. Tower is up. Nerubian Tower is up. Once again, well defended. This, like, if you watch TH and Infi play, when they storm the undead base with footmen, there's like no hope for most undeads, of course, not for the very best ones.
A town is under siege.
Claws and boots once again. Fairly easy to get to level 3 now, obviously. The question is, when is tier 3 arriving? When are the destroyers coming? This time he's not super fast attacking. He prioritizes the Lich, he prioritizes the statue. So this is more a siege than before. That is his... Not this level 3. Once again, well denied. There's not even the shop up. So I can... Ah, okay, we have a Shredder that will help in the defense against fiends. But yeah, the siege starts now, and there's 2 obvious kills. That is finally his level 3, and that is a stronger nuke. The Archmage is still very, very killable. Of course, he has a town portal. And of course... Oh! Surround, maybe? That's too much damage, right? If he surrounds, there's gonna be a Nova onto the footman. But now, he has... Oh, I could have blocked. It's another surround on the Lich, but there should be plenty of mana to save him. Nova's his way out, heals him up, now the statue is there. And I think WFZ has the overwhelming force here. Sock trying to surround Infi style a little. I mean, there was a game where he killed 7 fiends in the early mid game. A legendary game. But now, 4 fiends against only 1 Arcane Tower. Tech has started, yeah, there is the lumber mill, yeah, there's the shredder, yeah, but the shredder is far away. And there's not even scout towers for the guard towers, for the upgrades. So, this is just buying time. This is not a push designed to kill. This is just a push to prepare. And he prepares this very, very well. He could need some mana on his Lich, who's surrounded again. He has to fight out of some dicey situations. Is he actually going to tier 3? Lulz, he's not. He's fully committing to this tier 2 push, right? Or did he just forget about it? He has 500 gold. He's not bringing in a skull or something. He doesn't want to tower, apparently. But it's also no wagon push, so...
A town is under siege.
It's really just mass fiends. And one gets surrounded. Ah, Burrow, sweet! I mean, he has access to the laboratory. Wastes the 50 gold. Lich is back to Coil Nova mana level, but the DK is not. We do have level 2 now, so we can eat the skeletons for more mana. Archmage is regenerating with the Lich, immediately cancels it. Well done. But what is this tactic? Another fiend surrounded, can be burrowed, can be coiled. But with all the damage, with all the surrounds, he forces WFZ to coil defensively, and therefore the Archmage is quite safe. Now the Lich out of mana, the DK out of mana, almost. And that all buys time for the tier 2. Statue's kind of untouched. There is no additional water elemental. And maybe this is where WFZ gains his strength again. No summons. Hurt Archmage. One tower only. But I feel this not taking to tier 3 was a major mistake. No orb, no destroyers. Nova. Right clicks. Not enough. And footmen are so easy to produce, a good value. Knocks down towers again. DK. Kind of chasing the Archmage, but replenishment potion now. Or is it just the clarity? It's just the clarity, no healing. How many towers can you get up? Can you get the blacksmith up? Then he can at least go for rifles or something. Finally, the meat wagons are coming. And Web, in case Sok wants to go, like, tech to Griffins or something. Mass Militia being called, but man, good eye sniper. Coil Nova, Archmage dead again. And no water elementals against the statue, so they will heal until all eternity. The coil timings for WFZ is very, very good. Never coiling too early, never coiling too late. And Sok can just get shit done. And now he has a lot of fiends, 6 of them. There's no masonry upgrade since he couldn't provide it until now. Mountain King comes. Yeah, it's way too late. GG! And I guess all the Reddit threads are right. Undead is overpowered against human if you see those games. But I mean, Sok, maybe not the best representative. My arguments there were against TH and Infi. But pretty strong performance by WFZ here. Didn't expect it, to be honest. He's now up against Lin, I guess. Oh, there's no update yet. So WFZ with a good old-fashioned 2-0 sweep. Man, but you have seen the same yesterday, like... Jamiko lost his first set 2-0 against Fly, and then came back strong. And apparently Lin won 2-1 as well. So it's WFZ versus Lin, and it's Colorful versus Sok. The question is, what do we follow? Because, like, in the lower bracket, it's all about elimination. Who loses that game is not going to GCS. But I mean, I think you all want to see Lin, right? So for the narrative, would be better to go for the lower bracket. When it's about popularity, we go for the winner bracket.